getting his is what he was about. Ever since his birth, he was a nuisance to humanity. I wish he died instead of mom. Maybe then I'd love my family, but I'd smile at Pops, concealing that feeling of I hate you. Each day he'd wear the same 3 colors with the same suit, and mother would come to me when I would close my eyes and sink to the thought of her beautiful voice and the lullaby she'd sing till I was sound asleep. Then I'd awake and she'd be gone. My whole life, my soul echoed her songs. I guess the grass is always greener on the other side. An intangible experience structures one Leviathan. From the Quran to leprechauns. Since when did America fall in between Lebanon and Ireland? Mama was a lullaby, daddy was a melting pot. Angel in my father's eye, only cause it helps him ride. Freedom screams through the sky, wounded by a culture shock. Mama was a lullaby, daddy was a melting pot. Mama was a lullaby, daddy was a melting pot. Angel in my father's eye, only cause it helps him ride. Freedom screams through the sky, wounded by a culture shock. Mama was a lullaby, daddy was a melting pot. His philosophy was to be up, you gotta push someone down. That was all I knew, cause that was all that was around. I found the flaws in his methods from the cause and myself, Father Diablo, only an uncle to everyone else. He taught me how to talk without looking in your eyes. Gave me a 9 to 5, made me ignore the lullabies. A puddle of the dry tears shade me colorless and categorized me as a baby, failing to realize how far away his mother is. Our relationship held with strength even though it's invisible. Hard to quit hearing her poetry, piercing emotions leak with the note she hits. I float defying gravitation. The only mom I have is in my imagination, so it goes. Mama was a lullaby, daddy was a melting pot. Angel in my father's eye, only cause it helps him ride. Freedom screams through the sky, wounded by a culture shock. Mama was a lullaby, daddy was a melting pot. Mama was a lullaby, daddy was a melting pot. One day daddy's gonna die, choking on the gunny boy. One day daddy's gonna die, choking on the gunny boy. One day daddy's gonna die, one day daddy's gonna die. And when that day comes, I shall return to my mother, and we'll walk hand in hand straight to heaven. And when the clouds part, I'll tell her that I love her, and she'll accept with an open heart, no question. Unless dad was right, and she really was a monster. Maybe her silhouette reflects the hell of his own childhood. Maybe she's so insane no one cared to help, but if nothing else on this earth could mend her spirit, I bet my smile could. The volumes of her songs decreased the older that I grew. Daddy became my only influence of attitude. Now I'm robotically imperialistic and careless of people, a trait inherited by my parents' omnipotent ego. It symbols the ego, but its child isn't free. You'll see no sign around my neck saying I'm proud to be me. I'm not grown up, the concept of adulthood is dead. He left scars on my back when my notebook was read. I guess the grass is always greener on the other side. An intangible experience structures one Leviathan. From the Quran to leprechauns. Since when did America fall in between